All right, let me start off by saying that I'm gonna review this documentary as I go. So right now, what I'm noticing is that there's a lot of home video, maybe never before seen home video. Yeah, I remember when they were celebrating when the hearse passed by his neighborhood. I've never seen a reaction like that for any rapper. Of course, you're gonna compare it to Tupac, but Tupac didn't have one single neighborhood or one single city he was from. But yeah, that was a crazy response from his fans. Yeah, in the documentary, I'm noticing right now that Puffy is giving it up to Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. But the truth is, back in the day, New York wouldn't play West Coast music from any part of California. That was part of the beef, especially with Ice Cube. I remember that. All right, at this point, we're at the 1995, the notorious, no pun intended, 1995 Source Awards, where Suge called Bad Boy out, or Puffy. See, just right now, Biggie said something in his rap about his mom not giving him shit, like they were poor. That actually wasn't true. His own mom said it. She had a very good job. I think in the health industry, maybe a nurse or something, but they always had money. So I never understood that about Biggie. Why would he lie? I guess, you can't be fortunate and be a rapper. I guess, I don't know. Yeah, Biggie's mom just mentioned that she likes country music. That's kind of strange. How you don't really hear too much country influence in his music, except for maybe the storytelling. Maybe only that. They're talking about when Biggie used to go back to Jamaica. Well, not back because he wasn't born there, but his mom was. And yeah, you get a little insight of Biggie's childhood coming up. Like, I didn't even know he went to Jamaica. Biggie's friend talking right now is talking about in Brooklyn, just from one block to another, it could be safe. I mean, it looks safe. It looks like a nice neighborhood. And then on the next block, it looks all fucked up, like real gutter. That's crazy. Where I'm from Oakland, it ain't like that. Just the whole side is fucked up. East side of Oakland, west side of Oakland. That's crazy. Yeah. So something else I didn't know. Biggie went to a private Catholic school. Ironically, Biggie's last radio interview, or interview period, was in the Bay, where Tupac began his rap career. They just showed this clip right there of Biggie freestyling. But right next to him is Tupac, but they cropped it to where Tupac doesn't show up. I don't know, man, that's kind of messed up. Now, they're being honest right now about why they got into drug dealing. Like, some guys be like, oh man, I did it to survive. I think Biggie even said that in his song. I was just trying to feed my daughter. But hell no, man, that ain't. The real reason why a lot of them, the vast majority of people, get into dope dealing is to get the extras in life. It ain't to survive. Very few actually do it to survive. Biggie's homeboy right there, looking kind of rough. I don't know if he's doing dope or he did dope or maybe his health. But yeah, he ain't looking too healthy. Wow, that's Mr. C right there. I didn't think he would make an appearance. He's been like hiding or something because of some kind of incident where they caught him with a transgender person or something like that. Nobody knew he was gay. But yeah, it's crazy to see him. One of them, that's his boyfriend. Now, you see, I've talked about this before, where they say, yeah, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. Nope, that is not the case. If you can make it in Oakland, you can make it anywhere. Houston, Detroit, these other cities where right now they're talking about Mr. C had a demo tape of Biggie, And he says in the documentary, "Hey, I'm gonna just go, right here down the block and give it to this guy who works at the Source magazine. That guy right there, Matty C." So just like that, down the block, bam. You got record companies, you got magazines and all that kind of shit. But somewhere like in Oakland, you gotta just do everything on your own. You gotta sell your own music. Like Too Short used to sell his music out the trunk. There was no record companies, no magazines, none of that shit. So those New York guys and LA, pretty lucky, man. It's easier to make it there than it is to make it anywhere else, my opinion. Tupac used to accuse Biggie of biting his style and taking certain things, like certain phrases and stuff from him. And just right now, Biggie said something about thug for life, thug life. I think we all know where he got that from. Okay, so it looks like they are going to show the actual clip of Tupac and Biggie. It's a pretty well-known clip if you're a fan of either one of them. I thought they weren't going to get into the whole East Coast, West Coast thing. I had that feeling at the beginning, but it looks like they're going to actually talk about it when Tupac got into that altercation at the Quad Studios thing. I guess they're going to talk about all that. It's towards the end, so I guess they waited till the very last moment. Puffy just called Tupac's reaction theatrics. So I've heard a mixtape he did back when Tupac was alive, and he's calling Tupac an actor. Everything he's doing is just one big act, So right now he called it Tupac's reaction to everything that was going on theatrics, and he laughed. Ooh, I don't know about that one, man. Like, to say things like that now that both of them are gone, I don't know. This is way later. You know what I mean? Faith Evans just said that Biggie called her crying when he found out Tupac had passed away. I don't know, man. I mean, I know that man from a can of spray paint, but he don't seem like the type to cry for someone, for anybody, really. I might be wrong as hell, but I don't think he had that kind of character. And he knew Tupac, but he didn't know him all his life. So I don't know, but I could be wrong. That Biggie being out in California after Tupac got killed was kind of like him flaunting or making fun or just claiming victory by even being out there anywhere in California. And yeah, I remember that time it did kind of feel that way because I'm from Oakland, and his last interview was in the Bay, and I remember hearing the interview, and it really did sound disrespectful. He sounded cocky, and he even sounds like that in this documentary. So what I got from this documentary was Biggie's friends and family trying to humanize him more, because his music, if you listen to his music, he didn't have a lot of deep songs, like you got to compare him to Tupac, right? Because they're always being compared. Tupac had a wide range of different subjects, different types of music, from talking about his moms to his absent father, the streets, you name it, man, everything, for every kind of emotion. But Biggie, not so much. He had a lot of party music, a lot of angry music. That's pretty much it. So even his mom didn't like his music, She said it in the documentary. So I see what they try to do. They try to humanize him, and that's cool. They talk about his musical roots, where he got his inspiration from, country and jazz and those types of things. But yeah, it's a good doc, man. If you're a fan of Biggie, you'll like it for sure. I'm a Tupac fan. I'm from Oakland, so I'm a little biased. But yeah, the Tupac documentaries, There's a lot of them, a whole lot. This is the first Biggie one I ever seen. But Tupac, he had so many things. Like Tupac had a lot of background to talk about. Activism, the streets, you know, just music, which they should. They should make a documentary on Tupac just about the music, just about his albums, like the producers and what he wrote and why he wrote and things like that. Something closer to this, you know. I mean, they don't need to really humanize Tupac. He's already like loved as a person, you know, for who he was. But it'll still be cool, I think. But yeah, this is a good documentary. I recommend it. Some insightful stuff, home videos, a lot of things I didn't know about Biggie. So yeah, I recommend it. It's good. Yep, but that's it for this video. Stay safe out there, y'all. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Check out one of my audiobooks, eBooks, paperbacks, or just donate to an app to support this channel. Link down below.